Hello everyone and welcome to episode 113 of the WMMA 5 Modern Day UFC Save here on the channel as we are back in Abu Dhabi. It's funny because obviously real life. UFC just was at Abu Dhabi as we will be seeing one of our final Fight Island cards here in Abu Dhabi. Fight Island 13 as Kerefov versus Adul is our main event. Before we get to that, we do have a piece of mail to talk about, because Gregor Rusby, his contract's coming up, but he's on hiatus. That's why I kept that here. But Carl Solberg, unfortunately, cracked his tailbone, and he will not be competing at that Australian card that's happening on ESPN+. Nathan Reddy, though, the Aussie native, he is still taking on somebody on that card. He'll be taking on Alan Badit as Bodat. I always forget how to pronounce it because it's French, but Carl Solberg is, unfortunately, because he's out, as far as we have not figured out a great replacement for him, but yeah, of course, he's a great kickboxer, and a guy we definitely want back in the mix, because he's so exciting. As for the card, of course, Azamat Kerefov, Marcel Adul, a 125 bout, and of course, Azamat Kerefov, the former champ at 125, looking to climb his way back into the title picture. Alexander Radic taking on Bogdan Guskov is our co-main event. Chaos Williams and Jeff Neal. Of course, this fight's taking place a little bit on short notice for Chaos Williams, but a hell of a fight, though, nonetheless. For both guys, really, taking on this fight on short notice because of an injury replacement. But Chaos Williams, as far as has the talent to get something going there for a hot minute, it looked like he had something going at one point after losing his debut. He came back, got a couple of big wins, but then lost to Ross Houston, shockingly enough. But he did just beat Aaron Gary, and he beat him up pretty bad at UFC 272. We'll see how he does against Jeff Neal, who is very, very tough, though. Hands of steel. Neal is a bad man. As Aviv Ghazali and Arman Sarukian, as well as on this card at 155. That's a very fun fight, grappler versus striker. And Jordan Young taking on Philip Latu, another grappler versus striker affair in that one. For Azamat Kerefov and Marcel Adul, 21-2, 18-5. Azamat Kerefov 5-2 in the UFC. Of course, those wins when he was the champ, very, very dominant. But then lost to Brandon Royval. Then he lost to Jair De Silva, shockingly enough. Back-to-back losses. He needs a big win. It's kind of why we gave him a bit of an easier fight with Marcel Adul, but it's not a gimme by any means. It's not a tomato can to crush. He's the favorite, but Marcel Adul is a great Muay Thai fighter out of Brazil. He's undefeated right now in the UFC. He beat Macon Sylvian and Eric Shelton. It's crazy. 2 fight nights back-to-back, which were great performances. He knocked out Eric Shelton, and he finished Sylvian in the third. To then go to main event, a UFC card is kind of crazy, but a lot of that is off of Azamat Kerefov being a former champ, being the goddamn man. For Alexander Radic and Bogdan Guskov, 15-3, 14-5. No team for Radic. Again, very shocking, but it happens. For Radic, he's still the favorite, but he is on a 2-fight losing streak. Ryan Bader and Andrew Clamp, which Clamp's looking like he might be a top 10 light heavyweight at the very least, and Yuri Proska's now the champ. So his losses in the save are not terrible. I mean, the Ryan Bader loss, shocking, but Bader, I think he still had a couple more big fights left in him. For Bogdan Guskov, though, 15-3, and he's been on a tear. After losing his debut to Michal Olazursk, as he beat Mike Rodriguez, Abdul Karim Idolov, and Modestas Bukakis as all finishes, all before the third round, too. And now is a ranked light heavyweight, taking on somebody in the top 15. This is a big step up for him. He's the underdog, but I think he's got what it takes to maybe pull off the upset. The Chaos Williams, Jeff Hands Steel Neal fight, 12-3, 15-5. Of course, we saw Chaos Williams' record, but Jeff Neal, I don't know why I want to say golf. Jeff Neal, 7-3, 15-5. Clearly an underdog in this fight, though, against Chaos Williams, which is pretty crazy since he's ranked higher than him and he's got a better overall record. Well, maybe not. You can't really say that's a better overall record at 15-5 to 12-3, but 7-3 in the UFC is very, very impressive. He is coming off a win against Chance. He had the drug talk. He lost to Alex Moreno, but he failed the drug test, so he kind of got saved there. Would have had 3 losses in a row. He did bounce back. And of course, before this save, he had won 5 in a row, including Mike Perry, Nico Price, and Bilal Muhammad wins. And the Abdul Razak Allison was a huge win. And the Wally Alves loss was pretty tough, though. Getting 30-27 by him was pretty crazy. I think it was just a quick turnaround, being from October to December. The Randy Brown loss was also pretty tough, to lose basically 30-27. But it's a first Fight Island, though. So we'll see how he does at Fight Island. As for Aviv Ghazali, the king, the Israel grappler, making his UFC debut finally. We've had him on the roster forever, waiting for the perfect opportunity to get him a good opponent. And I think Arman Sarukian's the perfect guy, because he's a freestyle wrestler, but he does have great striking ahead of him as well at times. But really, his wrestling is obviously his kind of bread and butter. So it's another wrestler, but it's a guy who can strike if need be. He did lose to Mark in his last fight, which that was back in 2021. It's kind of crazy how long we've waited for him to be back with us, but in a fight, he's tough. He is very, very tough, but Fight Island 13, this is a perfect fight for both guys. It's close on the betting line. Sarukian's the slight favorite. I think that's just experience, really, in having UFC fights, fighting guys like Islam Makhachev, and for Aviv, though, he's still only 20 years old. Got a whole lot of fights ahead of him. For Jordan Young and Philip Latou, of course, Philip Latou, his one win in the UFC was over Khalil Roundtree. But Jordan Young, a hell of a wrestler, is already 2-0. He beat up on old Igor. Saying beat up, he did win by split decision, rather. So it was close, but he got the leg lock win over Jared Trice. He's now fighting for the first time at Fight Island, but I'd say he's going to fight a ranked guy next if he beats Latou here. But Latou's striking, of course, is what keeps him in this fight. He finished Khalil Roundtree under 2 minutes. He's a tough son of a bitch. That is going to be a tough one. For Reese McGee, Dwight Grant, a super lightweight bout. McGee is the, as far as undefeated in the UFC, favorite on the betting line. He's a tough motherfucker. And he's got a fight camp too, where Dwight Grant does not. Of course, Grant, we already saw his loss on his record against Chaos Williams. That was his last fight, actually. So it's been a while. He got knocked out in pretty bad fashion. Under a minute 30. He got out of there quickly. So I think this time off has really helped him. But not getting a camp, probably a bad idea. Brian Keller and Oscar as AK-47, the Palestinian, undefeated so far in the UFC, 1-0, but he beat Sue Matovish, I believe that's if memory serves me correct, yes, that is the Chinese fighter, and he finished in the second round. It was a good performance. So it was the only fight, though, so far, and again, he took basically almost a whole year off, but he's back for Brian Keller. Of course, a vet. Losing streak, though, right now. He fought Aljamain Sterling and Nathaniel Wood, two very, very tough guys, but he did beat John Dodson. It's kind of crazy. As far as, and he also beat up on Osborne, which I didn't expect him to beat Osborne at all. We might do him and Lineker again. That was a fun fight in real life at 224, and Cheeto as well, which is crazy. This is a much different Cheeto in 2022 compared to what he was in 2027. He brings it. He's always a guy that brings it. Perfect guy for Fight Island. And really a perfect guy for this fight, too. He's a minus 420 favorite, so blaze it up for him as he takes on Oscar. Alexander Maslov taking on Adam Karish, another Israel fighter, taking on a Russian fighter, and Maslov, both guys making their UFC debuts, and both heavyweights as well. But man, Adam Karish, 265, coming in right at the limit. He's a minus 900 favorite, the biggest betting line favorite tonight. He's an absolute savage, though. As far as for him, in real life, Bellator native, which here in the save, he actually did join Bellator, funny enough, but he did beat Andrei Arlovsky. at Bellator 274. So he has beaten a former UFC guy. And he beat him pretty bad in 41 seconds. He's got some fucking power. As far as for Alexander Mazlov, he, I believe, has been in ACA. I was thinking it was either ACA or M1 here in the save. And he's got some big wins, but he's knocked fucking people out, though. And that's why we brought him in here. 4 straight knockouts. All before the 3-minute, or the third round, rather, excuse me. And this is just a perfect fight, though, for both guys. Both heavy hitters, both making their debuts. It's Fight Island. They're going to bring it. As Uros, the Dr. Medic, and Medis Legursky. I believe it's how you pronounce it, Legursky. But the Polish kickboxer, undefeated in the UFC, and overall 7-0, but he doesn't have a fight camp against Medic, who's a great kickboxer, and also an underrated grappler. But really, for him, lost to Carl Stewart in tough fashion, lost by split decision, which that was a crazy split. 2 29-28 and then a 30-27 in there. Really, with Carl Stewart, he did shot a lot of takedowns, but Medic was stopping a lot of those takedowns. But I don't think we're going to see any takedowns here. These are 2 kickboxers that are looking to bring it and get a win in the 165 division in another heavyweight contest. What a fun heavyweight fight this is, though. The fucking Prince of Kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven, taking on Justin Tafa. 2 guys, obviously. Rico Verhoeven is one of the best kickboxers of all time. And he's from the Netherlands, of course, a Dutch kickboxer. Taking on Justin Tafa, who doesn't have a lot of technique. It's just kind of raw power. The perfect fight for Verhoeven to show off his shit. It's Fight Island. He kicks off the show. Someone's going to get their fucking head caved in. Is basically the idea on that one. Kerefov, though, main eventing the UFC for the second time tonight. And he submitted 3 of his last 5 opponents as well. Is a top 5 flyweight, looking to get back into the title hunt and also get back in the win column. Alexander Radic, Bogdan Guskov, as Guskov is he's got one Blurcast F picks underdog pick, and Carl, the rest though are for Radic. I think it's going to be a close fight though, and I think it's going to be an interesting co-main. Jeff Haynes, Steel Neal, and Chaos Williams, the Ox fighter. He is looking to bounce back and get a huge win here tonight. Betting line's got him as a huge favorite, but this could go either way, honestly, with the power those guys have. Arman Sarukian against Aviv Ghazali, as Sarukian is the favorite, but again, I think it's going to be a pretty close one. Both wrestlers, really, who's ever the better grappler is obviously going to get that win. Philip Latou, though, he's got the significant weight advantage tonight, and I think that's a perfect guy for him. There's 2 doctors. We got a doctor and a medic on the card. That kind of works out nicely. Jordan Young, though, of course, undefeated in the UFC, and a hell of a wrestler who's going to look to take that motherfucker down and beat him up real bad. Dwight Grant and Reese McGee as man. McGee, again, undefeated so far in this super lightweight division. Dwight Grant has a win in this decade. Perfect opportunity to kind of bet on himself and bounce back and get a huge win. Or we'll still see McGee get another win and be undefeated. Askar has the 6 entry advantage. Huge. But Brian Keller is a hell of a fighter and a tough vet. That's going to be a fun fight, too, on the prelim. And this fight here, the 2 debutees, Maslov's finished all of his last 5 opponents. Adam Karish has finished 3 of his last 5. Both are making their debuts. Karish, of course, has about 15 pounds, maybe even probably weigh in even more after the weigh-in. So, good luck with that. Oh, yeah, we have 2 doctors. As he's Uros, the Dr. Medic, and Modestus Legursky, as Legursky is the underdog of this fight, funny enough, on the Black SF picks, but I would say he's the better kickboxer, so that's going to be a hell of a fight, but Medic is the guy coming in with some significant weight going his way, and man, Verhoeven, 9-inch reach advantage. Justin Tafa is going to be leaving after this fight. Verhoeven's finished 3 of his last 5 opponents as well, and this is the perfect send-out for both guys, really, if Verhoeven loses, of course. But even if Justin Tafa wins, I think we'd let him go. He'll be 5-3. Sometimes it's best to let him go and spread his wings elsewhere. As our referee, Dan Mergliata, our ringside judges, fucking cage side judges, Jesus Christ. Tafa looking significantly bigger here. 8-touch gloves, they engage. 1-2, but the right hook is blocked, and there's Veruvian with a 1-2. All saw the roundhouse kick coming. That was Veruvian. Oh my god, just the Tafa says, fuck it, I'm going for a takedown. I'm not going to outstrike the Prince of Kickboxing. And that's honestly probably a fair assessment on that. There's a nice roundhouse kick to the body. Counter left went for the spin kick, but Tafa got out of it. He's in the pocket. Oh my, right cross here. Caught him with a feint. Went for the head kick, but it fails to land. Obviously, that head kick would have landed. That would have been it. Nice 1-2. A jab and a low kick from Veruvian. Fails on the jab. Hits a spin kick to the ribs, though. Again, that spin kick to the ribs has been landing. Hit a big, big way. He's in the pocket now. Big right hand. He's looking real good. He caught him with another feint. Failed on the combination there. Caught him again with a left jab and a spin kick to the body. Great round for Veruvian. Obviously, he's up. Oh, my lord, though. Justin Tafa might have just won this fight. He knocked him down, at least. There is that sickening power. The bad man does it. He beats the Prince of Kickboxing, and yeah. Unfortunately for Rico Veruvian, I don't know what the fuck happened, but he could not get anything done. Crazy. Just the Tafa, though, wins it. But yeah, he'll be leaving anyways. But so will Veruvian after that performance. You can't be doing that. We gave you the perfect guy to really show off your shit, and you still couldn't even drop him. As Euros, the Dr. Medic, and Dynamite Legursky. As Legursky giving up a lot of weight. Because, Medic came in at 165, but he's probably fighting 170. Maybe 175. Missed with a 1-2. Did Legursky, and now he goes for it again. This time he lands it. There's a jab and a spin kick, though, from Medic. Left kick to the body. Oh, my lord. Medic with a 1-2 with a head kick that probably knocked him down. Yep, sure did, and he's going to finish this fight. Steve Mazzagatti ends it, and what a great win for the Medic. As far as, 10-2. Beats the undefeated kickboxer. Great win. Great win. And 165 really is his division, I think. That's a perfect division for him. And he wants Daniel Zuber. That's a hell of a fight. Daniel Zuber is rising up the rankings. He might not even get him. He might need one more win to get to, like, the Daniel Zubers of the super lightweight division. But Alexander Maslov, Adam Karish, our next contest, though, is Adam Karish. Getting a big ovation in here. They land 2 counter jabs to Maslov. Nice 1-2. Straight right hand. I mean, any of these shots can drop them. I mean, these are big-time shots. Karish with a jab and a right cross. 2 counter left hands from Maslov. Oh, my lord. Went for the big head kick. Did Karish, but Maslov avoids it. 1-2 from Karish. Right cross from Maslov. Left cross from Maslov. Oh, there we go. Powerful straight right hand. Knocks him down. He's going to finish this one as well in the first round. And that is why we brought in that big Israelite. Jesus Christ. So, I mean, he beat the fuck out of him. 12-1. Great performance there. And we're already just riding right on through these fights here. As Mark Otto's the referee for this fight at 135. And the Palestinian native looking to get a big win tonight to beat a tough vet in Brian Keller. And he's doing it right there with 2 jabs and a nice right hook. Oh my god, he rocked him. Holy shit, he went for another scorching right hand, but Brian Keller slips past it and he's able to hang on. He got him with another one too. And Brian Keller says, fuck that shit, I'm getting out of this mess, and shot in for the takedown. He got it too. Wow, he's got side control. So he's unloading some right hands, not doing much damage, but he's in control, and he's doing much better than he did standing against Askar, who's a phenomenal striker, though, and he's still pounding away. He's going to give up his back now, but that's the end of the round. I mean, that was a great comeback for Brian Keller. They actually gave him that round, shockingly enough, but I guess I don't blame him in a way because, man, they didn't stand him up, and he just rained down on him. How many strikes did he land down there? He landed a good bit, yeah. Damn near 40 strikes. Yeah, it's hard not to give him that round, honestly, because Askar, I mean, he just pieced him up and rocked him, but then once he got that takedown, that was it. He could not do jack shit. 4 of the 5 punches lands, but missed that leg kick. Tough break from Askar. Again, these combinations are fantastic. Brian Keller's trying to get something going, though, off the counter strikes. Jab. Right hand digging in the glove from Keller, rather. There's a flurry of 2 punches, but the right hand was blocked from Askar. 2 counter left hands from Keller. And I'm honestly surprised he did not shoot in for another takedown. He might shoot in now that he missed that low kick. Oh, nope. He's still landing these big-time shots now. There's a nasty cut above the eye. Second round, I think, went to Askar, and I think we're all tied up going to the final round. And again, if you're Brian Keller's corner, you got to tell him to shoot in for a takedown. I mean, he was so dominant. It's now that Askar's tired, too. But he's still trying to land some big-time shots, and that is not the right opportunity to be doing all this. There's a right cross that lands hard from Askar. Oh, there we go. He's trying to shoot in, but he's now getting caught. Askar found his marks. He's landing big shots. There's a vicious right cross. Knocks him down. He could finish him here. He does. Another fucking win tonight by knockout, and a great performance from Askar. Excellent fight. Yeah, that was a really fun fight. That second round was a little but man, tremendous stuff. And he wants Miles Johns next. I mean, that's a great call out too. Great stuff. Great stuff. It was our last prelim fight tonight. Dwight Grant, Reese McGee. Our cage side judges. Here we go. McGee steps in, and the left hand from Grant. Nice left hand, but Grant avoids the low kick. That's the setup. He fails on the 1-2. Yeah, both guys missing. Out comes a feint. Grant got bot on it, and he gets caught with a 1-2. Oh my! Here comes McGee with a vicious right cross off the counter. Oh my! Reese McGee probably broke his own hand, but he knocked him out cold anyways with it. Jesus Christ. A minute was all it took. Broke his own hand doing it, potentially, but he fucking did it. Ultimate Training Center another phenomenal win for McGee, and that's 3 in a row. He's been fantastic in the super lightweight division. We'll see how he does in the future. I would love to do him and Connor, though, in Ireland. That'd be a lot of fun. Kind of the I wouldn't say the past, technically, with Connor, but maybe a bit of Ireland's MMA past, which is Ireland's MMA future. But Mark Goddard, our referee for this one, as our cage side judges, again, said ringside judges, Philip Latou, Jordan Young. He's probably fighting a little bigger than 205. At 6'3", it's kind of crazy. He's used to being a big light heavyweight, but he's in there against a taller guy, Jordan Young. Young with a left hand. Oh, nice spin kick to the body. Latou is a great strike. Oh, my God. And there we go. 1-2. Nails the right cross. He knocked him out cold. Jordan Young gets upsetted. That's why we made this fight. We believed in Philip Latou after he knocked out Khalil Roundtree. He knocks out another guy in under 2 minutes. What a great fucking fight. He wants Grant Neal next, too. I mean, he should fight somebody definitely ranked. That was incredible. Huge win. As Aviv Ghazali and Arman Sarukian. We'll see how this fight plays out. They touch gloves. Ghazali 1-2. Sarukian was equal to it, though. Trying to pressure him. Counter left hand from Sarukian. Jab, missed the low kick. There's that right hook, though, from Sarukian. And that's the thing. You do not want to get into a fucking striking battle with Sarukian. He's got a great right hook, and he's landing them. He is landing them, for sure. Now he's got him in a clinch. He's got to try to push him against the cage. Oh, no, not happening, no. Ghazali's going to be the one that does it. Oh, no. Sarukian defends it well. Oh, no, not anymore. Now he's finally got him against the cage, but it's the end of the round. Good stuff, though. I mean, Sarukian looked really good. It was close. I just feel like he did more damage. But Aviv's Ghazali, he did land a right hook in there at one point in the fight, but we just need more volume, and we'll be just fine. Left-hand exchange, jab lands, and hit the leg kick, though. Nice one, too, from Sarukian. Again, the counter-striking has been phenomenal. Sarukian came in with another right hook after a jab, but that gets ducked. Left jab, right cross from Ghazali. Again, Sarukian's counter-striking has been phenomenal. Right cross. Counter jab. Went for the head kick. That would have been a fight ender, potentially. Halfway point in the second. 1-2. Gonzalez fails to get anything going out. Sorokin's trying to get him against the cage, but again, Gonzalez seems to be the better wrestler. Nice knees and elbows. Looking for the takedown. It's ugly, but he got him. He got him. Looking for the bulldog choke. Oh my. A great scramble. Sorokin's already up against the cage, but he quickly gets wrestled in for a takedown, but that's not happening either, and that's the end of the round. Close round. I mean, Gonzalez probably gets it. Oh no, they gave it to Sorokin again. Listen, he's landed big shots. You know, I don't blame him at all, but he literally landed one big shot, I would say. But he's outstruck him. But again, that takedown, even though it was very quick, he went for the bulldog choke. Didn't get it, but I'd say for just the entertainment value of this fight, it's 1-1. Nice left jab, but Gonzalez evades the big right. And this is exactly what Gonzalez needs, just a wrestle move against the clinch potentially. But Sorokin gets out of it once he sees him lift for that foot stomp, and now Gonzalez gets out of that as well. And so they're back to striking, which is exactly what you want for Sorokin. Left jab, nice right hook. Counter left hand. Caught him with a low kick. Kind of crazy Sorokin hasn't even dropped him with these shots. Oh, nice counter here from Gonzalez. He connects with a nice jab and a body kick. Jab, right hook blocked. Nice 1-2 here. Jab and a spin kick from Gonzalez. He's starting to light him up a little bit. Went for the head kick, though, and again, that missed. Oh, never mind. He connected with it. He missed the jabs. He rocked him with that head kick. Holy shit. Went for the flying knee. That would have been crazy. Didn't get all of it, though. Sorokin is now on Dream Street here. Right hook, though. Answered it, but he hangs on, and they're going to give that to Sorokin as well. That's crazy. You have to give that round at least to Gonzalez. There's going to be a scorecard that gives it to Gonzalez. Yep. A 30-27 for Sorokin is crazy. A 30-28 for Sorokin is also crazy. That scorecard was nuts. I'll be honest. I don't know how you give somebody... A 30-28 is nuts. Because, like... Yeah, like, how is that even possible? If... yeah, it's like he forgot to give him a 9. That's so weird. 30-28. I don't get it. I don't... Well, no, that, yeah, of the 30-27, though... Wild. I don't get the 30-28. Chaos Williams, Jeff Neal. Our next contest, we saw a fight go the distance finally. It took getting to the main card, but we got there. And these two, though, they're going to go for it. And they are already landed. Here comes a right hook from Neal. Nice combinations with a right cross. Chaos Williams is landing some big shots. So there's a crunching right hook here. 1-2, Williams fails to land. Counter left. 1-2. Fails to land. Oh, here we go. Neal trying to go for a takedown. Doesn't get him, but he's got him against the cage. Doesn't want to grapple, though, interesting enough. And he gets punished for it with a right cross that lands hard. Neal with 2 counter jabs. Left hand from Neal. Oh, my God. A spinning back kick to the chest after a flurry of 4 punches. Jesus Christ. Went for that head kick to Jeff Neal. You can't blame him. That lands. That's a fight ender. Chaos won that round, but great round, though. Here comes a counter. Jab. Missed the leg kick, though. Left body jab. And a nice little roundhouse kick that if it would have connected to the body, but it does not. Chaos Williams with a right hook right on the button, and he knocked him out cold with it. Great stuff from Chaos Williams. Knocks him out. And, man, he says it was a tough fight, but he made it look easy in there. Obviously, for Jeff Neal, God bless him for taking this fight on relatively short, I would say on short notice, about 2 or 3 weeks, but, man, tough guy is old Chaos Williams to get in there with not a lot of preparation. Dan Bergliata, our referee for our co-main event. Our cage side judges, Radic, again, weighing a little bigger. Oh, is, getting outweighed, rather, by Guskov, who's weighing a little bigger. Both guys, though, big light heavyweights, and the 6'3" guy is not the tallest fighter in there. It just shows you how many giants we have at light heavyweight. Neither fighter can land anything worthwhile. Guskov with a left cross. Nice sudden flurry. Lands a right hook, does Radic. Left kick to the body from Guskov. A nice 1-2 from Radic. These guys are landing, too. My God. I'm loving it. Two great kickboxers doing their thing. Clean right hand from Guskov. Two kind of left hands from Guskov. Nice big right hand. Jab, missed it. 1-2 avoids both of them, though. Nice leg kick. Nice jab and a leg kick, or a left kick to the body, rather, excuse me. Jab, missed the head kick, though. Oh, nice 1-2. And then a nice uppercut. Surprised that did not drop him. Guskov with a kick to the lead leg. Jab missed, but hits the kick to the lead leg. Oh my God, that low kick was a low blow. Lord have mercy. Yeah, give him a fucking time to recover. Comes out of that with a fucking wrath of anger. Does Guskov. He lands the right hook. Oh, went for the stinging high kick, though. Doesn't trouble his opponent, though, with it. Oh, clean right hand. Again, from Radic. A great counter strike. That's tough, because Guskov did get hit below the belt, but Radic didn't land more. It's a close fight, though. Close fight. Nice little movement here. Avoids the roundhouse kick of the ribs, Radic. Making a miss. Guskov, though, hits the jab. 1-2. Guskov was equal to it. Radic was getting tired. Might give Guskov his chance to land a big shot, which he does. Nails the right cross. Off the counter. Guskov gets countered, though, with some shots from Radic. Quick jabs. Went for that big head kick, but missed it after the left jab. And Guskov hits a jab and misses the big right hand. So the land of the setup strikes, not able to land the big shots. But here we go. Radic lands the big right hand. Missed the left jab, hits the right crosses. Radic, clean right hand. After the jab, does Guskov. These guys are landing, though. My God. Jab and a left kick to the body. Right hook from Guskov. I mean, they're fucking landing. I cannot state it enough. And now they're falling into a clinch. Guskov is going to wrestle him against the cage. Nice right hands to the side of the head. I'm loving the dirty boxing here already. Kneeing him away. He's trying to get away from him. But Guskov is keeping him right where he needs to be. Went for the high right head kick, though, but doesn't triple his opponent. Again, does Radic. Goes for that big head kick. And again, Guskov's like, hey, we need to clinch up with him. You're the better grappler. If you're his corner, you got to say, go for it. Get that clinch and just rain down on him. But he misses the body kick to Radic, and that would have been a great opportunity for Guskov to come in and clinch with him. But Radic is now, he's clinching just to survive, and that's a terrible idea, because, yeah, Guskov's going to get him right against that cage. And, yeah, there's an elbow to the face, some dirty boxing, a knee strike here. Stomps him down on his foot. Hard to believe. I mean, they just came to Radic's gas tank, really, getting challenged. Guskov with a left cross. Nice jab and a left roundhouse kick to the body. Now they both fall into a clinch. And again, Guskov is the better grappler. And he's going to win this exchange as well. Guskov pitting him with a couple of right hands off against the cage. And he's won this fight 29-28. Great win. What great comeback from Bogdan Guskov. Gets the huge win. As another underdog win tonight as well. That's been a handful of underdogs tonight. And he wants Andrew Clamp. That's a crazy call out. Andrew Clamp's the fucking man. But he did just beat Radic. So this is a great fight to make. And then for Asmat Kerefov, our main event against Marcel Adul. The undefeated Adul here in the UFC. Taking on the Sambo Russian former flyweight champ. Two left hands from Kerefov. Missed all these strikes to Adul. Two left hands off the counter from Kerefov. Nice right hand, though, from Adul. Slipping past the right hook does Adul. And he lands a left jab and a right hook to avoid last possible second. Surprised Kerefov has not even shot in for the take. Well, there we go. Right on cue. He shoots in. Oh, but he left his neck exposed. He gets out of that guillotine. It's a scramble already. Oh, it leaves his leg in. Kerefov's going to go for it, but he ends up pulling guard. So that's not what he wanted at all. But Kerefov is able to quickly, try to get out of it. But now he's got slight control of the door. Looking for mount. Rolls over instead. If he gets the body triangle, oh my lord, Adul. Raining down punches. Locks in a rear naked choke potentially. Doesn't get it though. Great round and a great performance from Marcel Adul. But this is his first time in 5 rounds. Asmat Kerefov, he's used to it. But at the same time though, he was not really tested past the championship rounds. Kerefov lands a left hook. Missed the big time shot to Kerefov. And here comes Adul with a jab and a right hook that's ducked though. There we go. Counter strike from Kerefov. But he doesn't land the big right hook, though. Jab, right hook blocked. Kerefov with a takedown. Again, went for that He jumped the gilly. Couldn't get it, though. The guillotine not getting it done, and Kerefov says, fuck that shit, I'm just going to kind of lay and pray. But Marcel Ador is a great grappler, much better than I anticipated. He's going to be a fucking problem at 125. And now Marcel Ador has got him in a more tight clinch. He's going to rain down on him a little bit. Elbow to the face, knee strikes here. Gets out of that, though. That's the second round. Again, Marcel Ador's up 2 rounds to none. And is looking fantastic. Kerefov, though, comes in with a 1-2. Nice right hook off the counter. 1-2 from Kerefov. He's starting to land a little bit. Great right hook, though, from Ador. Trying to shift the momentum back to him, but he gets countered again by Kerefov. Nice 1-2 again. He's landing these combinations. But Ador comes in. But he missed that spinning body kick. Went for the body kick again, not happening. Ador bobbing and weaving out of his way, and Ador is able to get out of these big-time shots. And now there's a nice roundhouse kick. He rocked Kerefov, and he crunches him with another head kick that knocks him clean out. Marcel Ador, maybe a future fucking champion at 125. A phenomenal Muay Thai fighter that has really all the tools at 125. You just saw him grapple with Osmar Kerefov. He looked fantastic in there. Chaos Williams and Jeff Neal was great. How many knockouts did we have? We had 3 on the main card, and we had all finishes on the prelim. Phenomenal stuff. Loved every bit of that. We did decrease our popularity a good bit, but I felt like we had a great show tonight. We're going to give some love for Jeff Neal taking this fight on short notice. Sarukian was great tonight. Philip Latu, of course, was great. McGee was great. Oscar, Keller, both those guys were phenomenal. Honestly, I'm making that the fight of the night. That was phenomenal. Karish was great. Match was great. Shout out Justin Toffer for coming back, but it is what it is. Wow, we actually lost a good bit of money. But that's fine, because the gate just wasn't great. But I think we did a tremendous job, though, of having some great fights. We reward the guys. We're making money. Hand over fist usually on these shows. Sometimes it's easy to just get a net loss and still be able to float above water, and I think we'll be just fine. We're still going to be like above 50 million. So we're not in any danger or anything, but that will do it, though. For this Fight Island, what a show. It lived up to expectations. Oh my God, Kerefov got hospitalized. That is a tough break, man. What a fall from grace. Was 21-0. Now he's 21-3 and just got a head kicked. Brutal fashion. But I think if there's a guy to come back, it's him. He will be fine. Give him some time off. He's earned it. He was phenomenal as a champion. He fought so many times in 2021. Again, he fought 5 times. And fighting 3 times after that, I think it's time to give him a break. How long is he going to be out for anyways? 2 months? I would keep him probably out for the rest of the year. But we'll see. Maybe there's a November, December fight. But I really don't think he needs to be rushed back out there. Oh, yeah, we're going to cut. It hurts me to cut him. He should have been way better. He just couldn't get any knockout wins. I don't know what the fuck happened. But he gets cut. Cost me $40,000 to do it, but was needed. Crazy. Osman Kerefov. It cost us $100,000 to cut him, but we're not going to cut him. But again, thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time as we'll be going back to Southeast Asia. We'll be in Korea. We will be in Korea for the Fight Night card. As far as we will be, it sucks that we don't have Chan Sung Jung on this card. That's kind of why we made this, but Kakara Friends against Tenshin Nasukawa is going to be a fun-ass fight at flyweight. Another flyweight fight main eventing, and I think those guys deserved it. Then we'll go to Australia for the ESPN Plus card with Volkanovski and Zabit. Louisiana, we'll see if Dustin Poirier can get it done against Usman Nurmagomedov. Maybe he'll have better luck than he did in real life in Louisiana than in China. We're going back to China as Nong Stam Shang Weili. What a fight that will be as well. Then our UFC 277 card in Brazil. MVP versus Lequay for the welterweight title. and Royval and Alex Perez 2, I believe. Yeah, which Perez knocked him out. We'll see how Royval does. Coming in as the champ, though, as we will catch you guys there for the fight night in Korea. Take care, everyone.